Okay, it seems to. Does it work? That's the good question, right? Doesn't look like it. And YouTube is just so slow. It does say I'm on Livestream, but Livestream for honest, it's breaking apparently. No, actually it works. Well, a little slow. And YouTube is just so slow. Wow. It does say I'm on Livestream, but that's slow. For honest, it's I'm actually online again. No, actually it works. Well, a little slow. And YouTube is just so a little slow, a lot slow, That's like, what, at least 10-15 seconds delay or something, like maybe more. At least that's at least a long time. But apparently I'm live again, so apparently live streaming works again. I would need to test the other application as well for that. Apparently, I guess it took the same live stream place of, I don't know what it will do. So this is, a live stream, I guess, which is a long time since I did the live stream. But anyway, so let's, anyway, I've been testing applications and called Conversations. Well, actually, it's XMPP. And I actually should make a stream that is called XMPP instead. But anyway, whatever, but let's just see what it does. We have conversations with a 6 and Pixar Messenger and Yaxim and Movim. And I have tried around 16 applications on Android. Around that, to try them out. And really, if you want to go with one single application, this is the one to go with. Now, cancel. This one is pretty much based on the same thing. This one is based on the same thing, although with some new, some other things added to it. Some of them are, well, at least one of the features are pretty nice. But, I'm still testing and all that. But the orange one does have another theme. It looks pretty much the same. Like if you go here, and it looks, it pretty much is, where you have your added contact, add a private group chat, create public channel, join public channel, discover channel, and all that. You still have the same thing in this, but you have another design in regards of orange. Although they should fix the icon in this in regards to chatsum7.eu, which is the account or server that you could connect to and make an account in regards of conversations, I think it's pretty stupid to use a name that is pretty much the same, Any case, but I did like the orange thing. I think the orange was pretty nice, although I found out that some other things are not. For example, going in and searching on PSI channel will end you up with nothing. And I don't know if there's other channels. If you search on it, it doesn't seem like it gets access to the worldwide discovery of channels. While the other three in regards of this conversation or forks of the same, pretty much a lot of the same thing. Conversations works, Pixar Messenger worked, and another one was called Sneaky or something like that. But that's like 2 months old. Of course, 2 months, this shouldn't be that bad, but anyway, it's pretty much the same as the Conversations. It's a fork from Conversations, so I'm like, there's not really any difference in it. Besides some color, there was some black, orange, a little dark, dark yellow, dark yellow. Which day is it actually today? It's okay, times runs. Anyway, so Conversations and Pixar and Conversations, that are some of the last clients for XMPP or Jabber that I have been toying around with. And I think Conversations is probably just the if you, in regards to the colors, I could, in regards to the colors, that's one thing, of course. But, that's where the programmers are. Now, of course, Pixart Messenger is, those two other forks, don't really have much of a difference, the color difference. But they could just have added those, they could just have fix those into the conversation so you could change the color of the application. That would have been nice addition. You wouldn't need a whole nother client for that, But of course, Conversations is pretty much, it's free, where the Orange Conversations is free, and the Conversations might not be free. At least I paid for it. It seems like it's free for a moment at the moment on Google Store and all that, but and it's not not too bad to support the programmers and all that, but still, because people can still make their own fork of it, it's still freely available and all that. But although Conversations, this one does seems to have some problems in regards of searching the worldwide thing and all that. Pixart Messenger doesn't have video or voice yet, but I think he's working on it. So that's an addition that will come out. I think this is actually more fair in regards of a fork, where Conversation. Now, of course, if this costs money and you don't want to use money on it, you can just install the orange thing. And again, I think it's also a very nice theme, but in regards of searching for channels, that apparently doesn't work out of the box, as it should. Although it's not a huge problem, but still for newbies and all that, it's a pretty big issue and it's an annoying issue. What you can do is go to, but of course they don't have a direct link. But if you do search on, I'm not sure if it works directly. I think it does. But anyway, XMPP channels search. That should probably. If you search on this, you should get the Search Jabber Network. And actually someone said, oh, it's not called Jabber, it's called XMPP. But actually Jabber is, seems to be in, so it's just, I don't know what the guy, but Jabber is a lot easier, and it makes much more sense in regards to the, Jabber, It's much more intuitive to say Jabber, like ICQ or Skype or whatever, instead of XMPP, So Jabber is you can. But anyway, so here you can see all the channels, and you would just be able to search on the PSI, for example, and it should be able to find it. Yeah, it will find it, and then you can just push here, and then you can say Conversations and put it in there. But of course, it is still a little tedious that you can't. It should work in regards of, this and that and all the other three that I've tried. Worked, only this one doesn't work, so that's something is wrong. I told them, but apparently no, nothing is wrong, blah 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 blah, whatever. I sent a video, but the guy said, in regards of costing of whip and all that, so he couldn't, check the video. Well, whatever, So I also talked about in regards of how he could fix this. You can just, instead of making in regards of the icon, he has it like fluently thing in regards, and it's black already. He could just make a white background, and then it would be perfectly fine in both white mode or black mode and all that. I have no idea why the guy didn't think about that. Or he could make, like, for example, like this, where you still have, but he went into these programmers sometimes. Sensibility is just totally lost. But anyway, so here that's actually the channel I think I wrote on in regards of it. I just some programmers are just totally. Anyway, Moveem is also working on in regards of video, as I understand it, but. I don't really have it because for the I do have it, but I don't have it for the usability and all that. But I do have it because of its regards of a phone book, pretty much, but there's not that many in it. It has a lot of other languages in regards of whatever, I don't know, Italian or whatever, I don't know, Spanish, whatever, I don't know. But in any case, which I couldn't really bother with. If I remember correctly, it also was somewhat unstable. I think it crashed pretty early on me. But all these are clients for the Jabber platform. Let's call it Jabber. Jabber is just much easier too, and it does make more sense than XMPP. So anyway, we have Yaxim, which actually was my first choice, but it is very. I'm having issues with it. I'm having it breaking, crashing, coming up and saying, "Hey, we have a it's that it's not responding, that it don't want to close down things. In regards of when you are in a channel and you're trying to close it down and it won't close it down and so forward." So it was my first choice in the beginning. But anyway, I think I did search for becoming a beta. Maybe not. Maybe it crashed before I actually did that. But there is an option to get into the beta. You are a beta tester. You see new features before the public does. Give you feedback to the developers to help them improve. You can leave the beta test at any time. So I've joined the beta test. I'm not, I guess it will take a little time before, I don't know. Apparently there's not anything to be downloaded as of yet, at least. Still seem to be the same in regards of what I had before, because it doesn't say anything. But it does say I'm a beta tester for this app now. But the standard was unstable for sure and problems. So I don't know. Someone talked about a nightly build, which I can't. Oh yeah, that was in regards of. Let's see here. I still have different accounts, so that makes it very confusing. What was that said that? I don't know. Anyway, conversations, and he talked about. One of them talked about. Oh, where's my pen, by the way? Oh, there we go. Is that the pen? Yeah. So let's see here. The mobile pen, which apparently... Oh, maybe the mobile is just slow. Okay. Okay, let's see here. Get the latest nightly. So apparently I can get the latest nightly from inside here. Google Play Beta. Latest nightly APK. Download directory. Yeah. Anyway, let's try that. But I probably will have issues with that. I'm just getting tired of it. Having a stable thing and then it's not stable. It's like it's always. It's like in old days things were really tested before they were. Of course, you have all these things that they're dependent on, and then one thing updates, and then something breaks, and then something else updates. So you have this, this crazy daisy thing where everybody needs to update here and there and all that. And yeah, okay. So let's see if it's actually downloaded. Download complete. Okay, let's open it up and see if. Do you want to install an update? Yeah. Let's see if it's an update anyway. Blah 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 blah. Yes. App not installed. Okay, I think I have the newest version, so that's not really. That doesn't seem to be anything. But it's not running so good for sure. Sadly. Getting into it doesn't. If I get a message from someone, if I write a message, I don't get any sound from. I should really get into using one single account, and then you can join it from all the different clients and go from there. So you have everything from one place to another place. Yeah, so that's absolutely it's not stable as conversations. Although conversations do have its own issues here and there for sure, but it's still it's absolutely the seemingly the preferred one, going, because I don't want to bother with something crashing or something not really, and conversations is pretty seemingly rock stable. I haven't had any problems with that since I installed it, and I've been having this application for I guess over a week now. If it was the Fit 25 that I bought it, I guess I have had it a little over a week that I have tested this new thing. Let's see if I can see when it's okay, 25. And we have 4 day 25, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, 9 days, around 9 days. Oh, we are into the 9th day, I guess. And I bought the application and I tried. Okay, that's a lot of days actually. I've sit and tested these things. It takes time apparently. But I've tested it, chatted with people. As you can see, I'm into because I have multiple accounts here, and I need to fix one instead of having multiple. But that was in regards of testing to write from one application to another application, sending files, sending sound files. That's also another problem. If I take this and you can see I have a video here, and from this, if I fix a sound file from this to another client in regards of conversations, they can still play it directly in the application. I don't know, in regards to the video now, you need to open, and actually two of the BS Player and BS Player Pro don't want to do that. So again, I'm back to the MPV, which I never had any problems with the MPV. Now it's still in alpha or something like that, but I never had problems with it. It's just wonderful. So hopefully the guy that is, you never know, but hopefully the guy that is making on it don't ruin it, or let some Romanist come in and try to ruin it from, inside. And it's just, or whatever, they're disgusting, anyway. But the two other applications that, they just don't work as they should. Okay, so, but if I write conversations to conversations or conversations to Pixar and all that, you still have the ability of listening to the file, so that's nice. I don't know in regards to move him, I haven't tried that, I think. But if we look at here, I just see the file in regards of the, so I open it up and it needs to open up in a browser. It's not bad, but I rather stay in the application, and listen to a file. The other way is, of course, video and all that. And no, that's not. Hello. That's not. Apparently, didn't I send a video file according to? Let's try up here. Yeah, I sent 2 video files. Apparently, it didn't even get through. Apparently, it seems. Let's try hello. That's kind of weird. Okay, I have the account on different. So let's see if we. No, maybe I'm writing to the. No. Let's see. No, I don't know. Let's try this and see if I got the right account. I might have the wrong account apparently. Okay, so it's another account. So let's see if we can find the right account. I thought it was that one. Okay, there we go. Maybe. No, it's okay. Let's try hello again and see what happens. There's conversation. So what? Okay, maybe this one. Let's try that one. Hello. Didn't really. Maybe this one. Yeah, that's probably it. Okay. So apparently I didn't try a test video in regards to that. There we go. The problem is it doesn't really say anything. It doesn't come out and say something. It doesn't, there's no sound. There's only a zzz. So that's a problem in regards to that. It's just, and I can't even, I can't even talk to them if they're not going to see the videos or, want to this and that. It's kind of horrible how to, well, there's no sound in regards of when I get a file. But yeah, there we go. And this, of course, is then a sound file. It opens it up in another browser. I just can't be bothered with that. It's just come on. So that's one more. In regards to video, let's see if we can send a video file. Choose record video. Choose file. Whatever. Let's just find something. Okay, that's a little big, but anyway, let's try to send it and see what it does. And it pretty much just sends it directly. So okay, so it will send. It didn't really fix in regards to the file size or something like that. Maybe it's already. I don't know. Anyway, so let's go back. So at some point the file will come over here, and it probably will have me to open one of the video thing, and I guess or push for uploading it. I guess it's first uploading it to the server. I guess. I'm not entirely sure actually, because you should be able to send file to, you know, whatever, however big they are, and I wonder if that's not true. If I want to send a file, I should be able to send whatever big it is, but I'm thinking maybe that's not true. That would be very bad if that's not true. Let's take a big file, you know, whatever. What do we have? Text, video auto. Oh, 3.48 gigabytes. That seems pretty good. I haven't really tried this, but if it's going to send it to the server first, this is probably not going to be accepted. But I don't want it to send to the server. I want it to send directly to the other guy, of course. So that was the whole idea with, you know, so let's see. But apparently it's preparing the file to send it. I don't know what's that about, but okay. I guess the first file will first be sent and then the next one, and we'll see how it goes. But the idea, so I thought that you could send files directly to the other. If that's not the case, that I'm going to be very sad about that, because that was what I thought, that you could send files directly to the other person if you have him, you know. Then it's again stupid lunacy if that is true, that you can't send files directly to another. You know, that's again control again, where you control the people instead of allowing the people to send whatever files they want to send to another guy or to another person. But anyway, I guess it's now uploading, and of course it takes a little longer because I'm myself streaming, and apparently streaming from let's see if we can, it's very slow at the moment. I'm streaming from Duo Recorder. I also have Phoenix Recorder. That is one of the new versions, but yeah, you know, just it seems like the old version works better than the new version. So I did have a version that didn't have any. They released a very good version at some point, but it had things of. It had a way of okay, we have some systems functions may not work. We have problems in regards. That's typical in regards to this nonsense. I'm getting so tired of that. Not having space, and again and again and again. Apparently, it's filling up. Unable. Unfortunately, Explorer has close app. It's not that long since I actually fixed this, but apparently we are already full. I guess some videos or something like that is filling up already, and it's just tedious, you know. Maybe no, let's see. And that's why, in regards of a mobile, I would like some more space in, because, you know, Google crazy, they forced us to use the inner space, and that, you know, it's all crazy days, you know. It's pretty much, it's all nonsense and bullshit using these big company software and all that, and they're ruining it so much, and they're making it so miserable for us users. You know, at least I have 2.75 gigabytes. Let's clip that and put it over in the SD card. Move. Merge. Remember and merge everything. Didn't I say that replace, let's see here, stars, whatever, you know, just copying the current file. Yeah, do it, get over it, get go. Okay, remember, and if not, we just replace it. Okay, just do whatever. So at least we can get 2.75 gigabytes of space more. But it's just horrible how fast you fill up the inner space, because applications don't allow you to. And if they allow you, they get this weird address on the SD card. It's just nonsense, utterly nonsense. And I'm so tired of this Google bullshit. Google can, jump into the sea or ocean. I don't want anything to do with Google, and yet, in some sense, one is stuck on that bullshit. Anyway, so we're moving 4 folders, 122 files apparently. At least we'll get a little space. Let's see what it says in regard. Okay, so it says it's actually done sending that. What about the big file? Did it have a... Okay, so dark, yeah, let's see here. Okay, so it says that there is something, but it can't really show it apparently. So do we need... Oh, no, we can't... probably this will crash if I take this one. And the other one will also crash if I take it, These players are... actually, I paid for this player, and it was actually pretty great before I paid for it. Then I paid for it, and there are a lot of issues were in, I only paid for it because I wanted the advertising that was in the middle of the screen when you paused it to go away, right? It was working great. It was working without any issues. And then I paid for it, and lo and behold, it didn't work great anymore. Well, and then I tried to delete it and go back to the old version with the advertising, and then it was broken as well. My internal camera actually have a... So it looks like at least one of them want to work now. But this one is that's the real deal, that's the one that works every single time, Interesting that my internal camera actually have a picture of something else. And that was in regards of, it's interesting that my internal camera has another icon that actually is in regards of one of the programs installed in regards of Phoenix Recorder, instead of actually having the standard internal, it's just weird, just all this nonsense. Anyway, so that seems to work when you send. Again, it doesn't really look good. You don't know if it's a video file either while having this big screen. Also, it's nice that they have small letters and all that, but the problem is that the icons, if you make an icon and if someone makes a smiley or something like that, it just fills the whole, it's like, you got to be kidding me. Let's just make look at that. It just fills so much of the screen. If we go over to this one, it's less big. It's still pretty good size, I must say. But this one, where the text is so small, it just doesn't fit. You have really small text, right? Which fits my mobile, which in regard to the size, and then you go down and you just see this huge, gigantic. And if you have the text, right, a little text here, it's just, it doesn't. It's just totally oversized as far as it goes for me. Now it's something that I can live with, of course, but it's just weird that they wouldn't have thought about maybe the user could, fix in regards of how large, maximum in regards to that. But anyway, as you can see, the M4A, that's voice, and then you have this, which is a video apparently, where it's just, big picture, a huge picture on it. Do you really need that? It's just, I just, it's really sad, because this was my first choice. It's really, there's a lot of good things in this, but and browse thing and all, you can search, the search things is, and that actually is better than the other one, because if you search on, what was it, I can't even remember, let's search on something else, whatever. Oh, maybe that does no. Okay, that's 2. That doesn't actually tell you how many. Okay, but anyway, it actually shows you how many people there is inside the channel, and you can just go into an Arabic apparently here and say hello. So we have a lot of wolf. lot of wolves. In here? I probably have, but let's try it. So we probably have a lot of Mohammedans in here, I would think. No, apparently not. Group participants, apparently looks like I'm the only one according to this. Wasn't it a pretty big channel in regards of different people? I don't know. You don't really have, as far as I can see, group information either. It's just, come on. It actually says that there should be 41 in it, So not sure where they are, but it doesn't show up like they are there, to say the least. And there's no one writing, so group chat, maybe there's some kind of security in regards of people getting in or whatever. I don't know. But in any case, it's always nice to witness on these places because, of course, they can become pretty angry, when the demons stir these people up, Any case, so it's you can it's good for you and them, So and you can still tell them about the truth in regards to Jesus Christ. And when they say that they also believe in Jesus, of course, you can tell them that that's bullshit, because they don't believe in Jesus. They believe in their own homemade fictive version of Jesus, following a false prophet, Just because you call someone in regards to Jesus, it doesn't mean it's Jesus, But anyway, the same thing with the Roman Catholics, talking about Jesus. Well, they're talking about the cookie Jesus, the wafer Jesus, the piece of round bread, unleavened bread, which they worship. That's idolatry with Satan, and of course I'm considered a heretic and ready for the fire. And of course, they are the worst. I don't know what that is up there. It's interesting how people are so much against the Jews when it's not, it's the Roman Catholics, it's the Romanists, people don't read the Bible, and of course that's the problem. Then they give the Jews the fault for everything because the Jesuits always give the Jews the fault. Anyway, because they needed a scapegoat, and so there are some Jews in high positions and all that. The court Jews and all that, working for who? Well, of course, the Roman Emperor, the Caesar, the Antichrist. Anyway, just because some Jews are working for that diabolical system is not to say that it's the Jews, and it's not. It's they're just part of it, like so many other, out there. We have Freemasonry everywhere. We have, and then you of course have the Knights of Malta, Knights of Columbus. You have the Jesuits. Well, of course, the Jesuits are the most wicked special soldiers of the devil. Most devious, diabolical dead men walking. Full of dead men's bones. So anyway, we have G public chat conversations, this root community. Yeah, and of course people don't know anything about it anymore. We don't know anything. And we don't care about it. Which is very interesting, why we wouldn't care about the truth. But that's just, we have become careless. We don't know anything in regards of history. We don't know the Bibles. We don't know who Jesus is. We don't know who the Antichrist is. We don't know anything. And we don't care either. Most people don't care. It's so sad. Anyway, this root community conversations, G public and all that. Yeah, the good thing with this application is that you can actually go techlawmatrix.org. And then someone joined, whatever. That's the computer saying something because I'm also on. It says Nick. Okay, that's one of the guys that is signed in, and he's signing in a couple of times. I don't know if he's doing that, I don't know why he's doing that. Maybe it's to get my attention, I don't know. Maybe he knows I'm online or something like that. Any case, that would be in here that they would be sitting. He's continuing to do it. I don't know if he's just having some problems or maybe he's just trying to get my attention or something like that. I don't really know. But of course, if he wanted my attention, he could have written me, and he hasn't written me, so maybe it's just his connection. I don't know, but it's Then I'm trying something called that's on the computer, which you actually have ICQ. You have the old ICQ icons, which is a big plus. I really don't understand why Gaim, which is another PC client, and also Linux, which it doesn't have the ICQ icons, and I have no idea why no one would do that, you know. But they have some kinds of other icons, and apparently the new version might not have these icon things. I don't know. They're talking about a little something. I need to talk to them a little more about that in regards to what is going on with that. But anyway, the other is called PSI, and they have something called PSI Plus as well. And PSI Plus is what do you call it? PSI Plus is apparently the furthering. I tried to apparently have some problems in regards of at least one of the accounts. I don't know. Nicklet is just signing in all the time apparently. So, but I would have thought if he wanted to have chat hello and all that. Anyway, no, it actually seems like no, that's question. Okay, I'm still it had problems where it threw me off and disconnected all the time. It does seem to have disconnected again here. Although it does say it's green, so not sure what is going on with that. And not sure what is going on with the Nicklick thing again, going off and online. Conference 88 is still online as far as I know. Yep, it's still online. Nicklet has joined the room as a moderator and off, on. It's just going on and off. Which you could hear in regards of what is that? Anyway, this is, by the way, G public and all that. It's incredible how much activity there is on this channel. Now there's a lot of, what shall we say, bad words in there and all that, but it is a very active, and different kind of people in there. So it's an interesting place while testing the application and talking to these people. It's interesting for sure. So sometimes I don't know if I need to smile or need to cry, or laugh or cry, sometimes it's just so silly, so, the reaction, do I need to laugh or do I need to cry, but anyway, as you can see, there's it's 2,532 since I last time, so that's a good amount of activity on that channel, even if there's not that many people. Anyway, so we have Tech Law Matrix, which actually have a huge amount of people, and yet there's not the same amount of activity, it seems, even if it's having a lot more people. But by the way, that's in regards of Matrix. You can go into Matrix, that's another chat thing and all that. I just don't really like it, and I never gotten used to the clients that is out there. So this other thing is much more, and again you have this server thing where you put a file and it goes to the server instead of going directly to the user, which might actually also still be a problem in regards of XMPP, but as I understood it, you could actually send file directly to a person. So I have to check that out, like ICQ, Messenger, and Skype. This was a standard feature in the past, and as I understood it, would also be here. So I will be very sorry if that feature is not found in these applications after testing so long. It's really getting hot in here. Do I have some cold water? Well, it's better than nothing, I guess. Hasn't been that long in the fridge, but it's better than nothing. I think I'll put it in the freezer and it will quicker become cold. But anyway, testing different things and all that, and looking good, and and if I could just settle on one client and on the computer and in regards of the mobile, that would be nice. Apparently Nicklet signed in again, signing in and off, in and off, in and off. I don't know. He seems to have some. These guys. He's like these crazy guys. Some of them. Yeah. He's like it's like coming into another world in some sense. But anyway, trying to tell them about the truth and all that. So when I see disconnected, it seems like it's disconnected. This is one of the account, which seems to be the Darkiyas chatsum7.eu that I have problems with. Yeah, that's the one that. So apparently, and that's also in regards of conversation here. In regards to this application, which runs this chatsum7.eu. Whoa, I can really get a big, on the PC when I do like, wow, that's incredible how big a picture I can apparently get if how did I do that? There we go. So if I get, okay, that's in regards of users, you can actually, see, you get a full screen. Oh, that's pretty nice. Anyway, you can't see it, of course, so I'll see if we can camera and turn it around here. So you can see here, that's the old version of PSI, and it has the ICQ icons that I put on. That's me. You get a pretty big picture in regards to just putting the thing over. Apparently they seem to have stopped working on this. This is a little smaller, and Nicklet is still signing in and off and all that. He's off on. Well, he's not writing me. I would think if he was trying to talk to me, he would write to me. Anyway, I'll get my attention, whatever. Any case, so we have one that is off, Dakia chat and so forward is off, and here we have on, and that's me. So apparently, because I had problems with it, that it went off all the time in regards of sum7.eu, this server, I guess, in regards of so I was like, this is annoying, and I was thinking, is this the application or is this the server? And apparently that's another problem. It's the server, it seems. So yeah, that's not really good. That's sad, of course, to see. But the other servers seem to work without any problems. So in regards of this. So, I'm not going to use them as a host, that's for sure, in regards of, that would be stupid. So we still have the other, and it's still on without any problem. It has been on for, a good amount of time. But the other ones, I didn't, in regards of, you have the public room and you have the ICQ icons that you can get. They also have it in PSI Plus, which they are working on as well. I just wanted to try the old version as well. I guess the problem with the old version is that it's not really, it's the last update is 2017, which is around 3. As I can see, there is, what shall we say? There is, there's windows for each of these. What do you call it? Every time you open up, whatever, you have a new window. Yeah. Well. Anyway, I don't know in regards of options if there was, actually the PSI Plus does look like a lot of the same in regards of options in regards to the PSI standard, and you also have the ICQ icons in the PSI Plus. So I guess I'll go make it black. Maybe that would have been nice. Huge appearance here, icon. No, I guess one needs to contact list background. I guess one can, but that doesn't seem to be any directly of a theme or something like that. Nope. Anyway, the icons. Default fingerprint size, activity, silk, that's moods apparently, I don't know. But anyway, enable emotions apparently is possible. Groove, sound, and you could put some ICQ things into it, I would think, finding all the ICQ wave files and just put them in. ICQ must die plugin. What is that? I can tell you as a Linux, but do not be mad at me. Certainly this human will receive this message, but it's much better to chat to him by Jabber. You're risking, one never knows when ICQ can die. Granny already outlived his I don't know, plugins, and these plugins seems to also be, a lot of them seem to be in the other version as well. MISC Advanced, I don't know. Anyway, but it looks pretty good. I just, and still seems to work. It was just the account that was a problematic thing. So that works, very nice. It doesn't really matter because it's, it will upload the same thing in regards of if it's going the big one. Let's see here. Let's see. Well, it still haven't uploaded on the. Again, my computer is really slow, but of course I do have a huge amount of tabs opened. Well, 100 and something, I guess. Anyway, but it looks pretty good. I just, it's. Yeah, well, it's very lagging behind in regards to the live recording, it seems, but. I guess they talked about in regards of icons. That was something that apparently they must have changed something. And that was in regards of returning the book in regards of Fuchs's books of Martyr. So I'm getting a point back, where apparently I can get another book, whatever. But I have to be aware. I was, you fix into and you get 30 days free. But, well, typically. Okay, so I have a lot of, maybe I should just close it down and have a little more. 161. It's really, I'm trying to get rid of them, and yet they always seems to grow, sadly, most of the time. So the live and okay, so I'm sharing in regards. I didn't close that down. It's incredible how much YouTube, how slow YouTube is. It's just amazingly slow with all the nonsense, and it's very heavy on my kind of heated, and when it gets heated, it gets even slower. So, and it's not really born with a graphic card and all that, so it's not really the fastest computer, and it's like 8 years old. But it does have like, the CPU is pretty, anyway, and that seems to be the thing that they're working on now, and. I guess they have just continued from, I don't know what but anyway, I don't know if someone has taken over from at some point, but they have made other things, but some of it looks really much much like the PSI. Oops. Let's see how if we can, where's the other one? Okay, that's the PSI. Okay, let's see. So that's the PSI here. Let's put it over there, and let's get the PSI Plus. So here you can see, maybe I should just take the camera here, but of course it has a way of closing down because of nonsense as usual. If I take the camera here, it will recording or anything like that. You're not it just closes down automatically. But here we have, I guess I'm offline. Let's try to go online here. So this is number one. This is the old one. Apparently now it's just open up things here, which actually was pretty nice. Even if you wanted information, you could just seemingly go over it and it would show you. Oh well, actually there's pictures over here. Well, the first it worked last time I forgot. Okay, so apparently there's pictures. Wasn't that like where you could see big picture? I don't know. Apparently it doesn't seem to want to work at to join group chat, reason forbidden, and blah 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 blah. Okay, so here apparently we have some of the rooms and it shows where it is. This is also very nice to learn in regards of, okay, that's the public CG conference, your data for sale. So that's the server, and I think you can actually make a thing in regards, how it works out in regards of the thing. So that's pretty much, it does look more modern, I guess I guess it looks still like ICQ. Actually, it still have the feeling you seeming, and now it's closing down. That's a little annoying actually, holding it like that with the hand. Let's just. Of course, if you're live recording, it's really it's actually somewhat nonsense that you don't have the possibility of just doing like this. It's that it's recording the full resolution in the other mode. So, but anyway, looks pretty good. You could set, you can set the statues of where. Oh, you can actually do that 2 places now apparently. In regards of online free, and you can see they're using the ICQ icon. Well, I probably should turn the camera around here, or maybe I just. Anyway, let's just do it like that. So here you can see online, free for chat, away, not available to, and when you have it like, I don't know if you can do one single window in PSI Plus and all that. Anyway, also the options, which apparently they have fixed up here instead of, so you can go directly, but it looks very much like, the other thing where you have, it looks pretty much. I wonder if you can do, no, it's not going. Oh, there we go. That's right. Okay. Well, it's still keeping a small one compared to the other one where it just jumped in your. Okay. No, not works in regards of README. I think it probably. Let's try this. Instead of seeing in a small picture. Actually, that doesn't seem to be any problem to have that big. Maybe you can set up the new one where it shows bigger pictures. Let's see how it. I don't want to show. Oh, there we go. So size is absolutely a lot different. Size over here, size over here. Yeah. Anyway, I guess that's just how it is. So it is somewhat different and a little more, but I guess it's still keeping to the ICQ. Set mood for all active accounts, user activity, and now they close down and all that. So anyway, it looks, and they're still working on the single window. Again, I don't know if the old one had the single window. I don't think so, but maybe that was an option or anyway. But anyway, the new one does have single window where you have tabs. But there's still some problems with that, which I'm not totally satisfied with. Also, in regards of I would try to change the theme to black. I haven't figured that out yet, and I guess I haven't toyed that much around with it. But anyway, nice with the icons and nice with the ICQ feel in some sense. Although, what is it called? The other one, Gaim. You can have it in one single window. I'm not sure if you can do that with PSI Plus. Maybe you can. But, I have everything in one single window right here, And it's pretty nice. You have the things down here in regards of users. And then you have the chat. And, if you're moving into different things, you will also have the users over here. You can set it up here and there. And it has a black, I've fixed a black theme and all that. So I can't really remember how I did it all, but asking people for help in regards of the channel. So, but it's seemingly working pretty good. It's stable. It's no big problems. Apparently, he's offline now in regards of Nicklet. He seems to have some problems anyway, with his connection or something like that at least. And here we have. They don't say much in regards to that channel at the moment. The spam channel. But anyway, so that's 3 of the programs, I guess, that I'm trying out, trying to figure out which one. Then we have Movim. I'm not sure. I can't remember how much but anyway, so these are all XMPP or Jabber clients. Oh, we closed down again. This nonsense of Android and all that. Although I don't know if Movim is actually portable, so I think I've installed it and moved it over to this folder to see if it would actually work in regards of, let's see here, if it wants to open up. I also have something called, and that's another that can actually, okay, let's see, whatever, save. Now we have 2 others, but this only works on Windows. You don't have it in Linux, or you need to, fix. But it's also it's also able to have, and actually, you know, you have the same thing where you have them up there. I think it just makes another row of it when you are. So that also works like the good old days, I guess, in some sense, with how some of them actually did it. I don't know if ICQ ever got to that point. They might have, you know, I was taken away from ICQ in some sense. But that's Miranda NG, but that's only for Windows. They don't have a Linux client. So that's not really, that's less interesting in some sense. It's smooth. It does run pretty good, it seems. It seems to be pretty lightweight. Of course, I would need to test in regards to video and all that, how it fixes that and all that. But PSI Plus is also for Linux, and Gaim is also for Linux. So what do I have more? And in regards to MoveIm, as I understand it, is also for Linux. Whatever, take something, I don't know. I don't even know what it is. Okay, so it comes on and it should, apparently, maybe I haven't tried it on the computer yet. I can't remember. Anyway, it's Gaim. I think that's pretty much them all. Marinda. I think that's pretty much all that I tried for. Well, I have some others that I've tried. Some of them I've deleted and all that. And yeah, that was my foot. Yeah, just turn the camera around here. And you got a little leg as well, you know. But anyway, the thing is, you know, I've looked through them all pretty much in regards of different clients and all that. Still need to do more research in regards to the PC clients. It just takes longer than, you know. Nearly in some sense done on the Android and figured out which, you know, what to go with. Still have a lot of testing, but, you know, narrowing it down and seeing what I like. Gaim is really nice on the PC, although the PSI Plus, you know, I really like those ICQ icons, and it seems like they're coming from the PSI client that is still seemingly pretty far. So I think it's like a fork or something. I need to talk to them about that in regards of. But it seems like it's like moving forward. You know, the guy that was for the other project might have stopped or something like that. I don't know, and someone else might have, you know, started PSI Plus. I don't know. But at least the PSI has, you know, it's like 3 years or something like that since the last update. And it looks very much the same as the PSI Plus. So, which still seems to be, you know, developing things and all that. Yeah. Well, of course, I need to look into in regards of theming, in regards of single window, if that is possible, you know, and listen, you know, talk to them about what this and that and all that. Yeah. Again, Marinda, or whatever it's called, it's pretty popular as I understand it, but again, it's only Windows. People asking for a Linux client, but that doesn't seem to be going to happen. They talk about this is the only thing that really, you know, is really good and all that. And yeah. But yeah, I have deleted some of the PC clients. You know, for example, I tried the Penguin thing and all that, and I just couldn't figure out in regards to the rooms. I just deleted it then. Yeah, it's just anyway, and I pretty much only need it for Gaim anyway. Oh, what a jabber! I'm getting tired. I'm really getting hot. It's getting hot here. Going to be nice with some cool water. Anyway, have a good one, all of you. I'll stop the video recording, and at least, seemingly, it seems to be working again in regards of YouTube. So, I still don't know why it doesn't work in regards of the Jitsi thing, because apparently I've had it working for, you know, many months ago. But again, when I'm doing Jitsi, I can't have the Jesus God Almighty live. So I would think that would be the reason why I didn't continue with it. But it's just it's incredible how much I forget. And I couldn't even remember that I had, and then one of the videos that I made that someone posted is like, oh, it's Jitsi. I apparently got it to work, half an hour of Jitsi where I'm talking. So apparently I did get it to. I think I have it on I think I have it in here someplace. And I'm like, okay, so I got it to work apparently. Well, why didn't I continue to use it? Well, okay, and I thought that's.
Hello, how are
Uh-oh.
you? So I'll just make a little video and connected. Isn't disconnected?
Okay. No idea what was going on with that. Oh, Jitsi. Well, Jitsi connecting to your meeting, but yeah, only one connecting. Okay, we just fix that off. No, just go. Yeah, okay. I don't know why it would. Anyway, so that's Jitsi. Uh-oh. Oh, there we go. Anyway, let's see here. Yaxim, Facebook. I think there was one of them that. Yeah, Roman Catholics, liars and deceivers. I think that was made with Jitsi. But again, I did not continue with it. Jitsi.org. So apparently it worked, but I didn't. Apparently it didn't continue with it. I guess it was also that this advertising. Well, it's not too bad to advertise for Jitsi, but you couldn't fix Jesus God Almighty on. So just you going back to the old program that that I know works, right? Anyway, I'll stop now. I'm just talking. Anyway, and I need to move on and fix an account that I can mainly use instead of having so many different accounts. It's kind of confusing having all these applications and all these accounts and all that. But again, testing things, sending things back and forward and seeing how the applications are working and all that. I don't want to have something that is tedious, just something. It's just. Anyway, have a good one. May Jehovah be with you. Yeshua be most precious pearl, and the spirit of truth be in us all. Amen. Have a good one. Bye bye.